When you're finding yourself single this time of your life, usually the men are not ready to commit or Let's take this opportunity to have an honest conversation about living abroad and trying to build a new life with maybe a new life partner. So it's Saturday morning. It's one of those mornings I don't feel all so hot. As many weekends usually these days are unfolding like this. Sometimes I maybe was out the day before and my mood is a little better. But because of a few events that happened lately, I'm kind of not feeling the greatest. But that's normal. People go up and down in their emotions, and it's just part of life. So this is just showing you the not so fun part of living abroad by yourself and trying to, build yourself a new existence, a new life, just everything new, I guess. So let's start at the beginning. Obviously, if you haven't watched the channel here long enough, I moved from Canada to Portugal. There's a playlist up here. I will put it up somewhere. I was married for 26 years and we kind of separated and I moved to Portugal. Checked out the country first and then decided, yes, I'm going to stay here. Since October, I rented a little apartment. Yeah, and I live on my own. Even though I moved here by myself, that is never, to be single was never my idea of living. I always wanted to live with somebody, share the life with somebody. It just makes me feel more grounded, more, fulfilled. Sharing things, the in and outs, traveling, doing things together. There's ups and downs, but that's all part of it. It's just, I know that I'm most comfortable and most, let's say, happy, I guess, even though you're supposed to make yourself happy, but yes, you can. But it just feels boring by myself, so I always wanted to pursue to have a partnership with somebody again. And so the adventure began. I had 3 encounters with my aged men. And one thing I noticed is, and they were expats, they weren't Portuguese, so I have no idea about Portuguese dating. I heard some very interesting stories, so I can't comment on that. Anyway, I just found that middle-aged men that are single now usually have some, they're either divorced or getting divorced, or whatever, ended a long-term partnership maybe a couple of years ago, and they do want to have companionship and physical intimacy and, basically a situationship, but they don't want to commit to a full-time relationship, living together, and, it's just kind of like being married, but whatever, common law situation. And I don't quite get it because, their life is half over just like mine, or more than half. And who's going to be by their side when they're sick and when they're not when life is not perfect, when your health deteriorates in like 10 years, or stuff happens financially, or I don't know. There's different things that happen in life, and they're easier faced with a partner than by yourself. Because yes, some of them have kids, but kids don't bail you out or help you. They might, but not necessarily. I wouldn't bet on that. I don't know. To me, I just want to be in a partnership. Like I said, they don't think ahead too much, because then when they get into their 60s and all of a sudden, then maybe they, if they still are decent looking, they might get somebody in their 40s or whatever, 30s, who knows. If they have enough money, or I don't know, whatever those younger women are after. Or maybe it's the great love, I don't know, but it's just a little frustrating to me that most of the men at this age either don't have their shit together to get there, I don't know. Maybe that's because they're single, otherwise they wouldn't be single. Or they just want to be bachelors forever because they want to enjoy the life, and I guess that's their right. So it just makes it a little harder to weed out the good and the bad. In my case, obviously they're not bad people, they're just not aligned with what I want. So, and apparently nowadays they tell you have to become what you want to attract. So I don't know, what do I need to be then? So I need to be financially independent. Yes, I'm working on that. I can live on my own, I don't have a problem. I can pay my bills, I can take care of myself. So how can I attract the right person that will be committed to me? I guess one possibility is you go to places where these people with similar hobbies and similar lifestyle hang out, like for example art museums or dance events or the gym, or you join a walking club, or you go to concerts. Maybe in a language class, because if you're in a different country, there's usually free language classes, right? So I guess that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta hang out, because otherwise I won't find these people. And yes, there's online dating, but I tried that, and all you get is caught in a loop of texting and cyber relationships that never go anywhere. And if you meet the people, then it doesn't really pan out, because they don't act what they say. Like the words don't match the actions. So online dating, I don't like, especially now with the swipe right and whatever the heck. No. Yeah, let me know. Would be interesting what your experiences are, if you're an expat or an immigrant to Portugal, especially. What are your experiences? Let me know. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and tune in next week when there should be another podcast up on the channel. See you then.